This is Fox 19 Now, Morning Extra.
All right, at 9:09 now, if you got some spring projects, a lot of us do, watch out for those pitfalls when it comes to hiring contractors. We have what to look out for up next. Welcome back, 9:12 now. So would you know the questions to ask when it comes to hiring your next contractor? Better yet, do you know what not to do when hiring a contractor? If not, we have an expert in studio with us to give you a couple of tips to keep you in shape. Joining me this morning is Sean King, the author of, and you have it right here, The Ultimate Guide of Hiring the Right Contractor.
That's it.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me. Great to be here.
Okay, so we were talking about some of the mistakes, and some of the 3 top mistakes that people need to know when it comes to hiring a contractor. They're in this book, right?
Correct. The book actually has 25 deal breakers in it. Today we're going to just kind of go over the top 3 mistakes we find.
Okay, what's the first one?
Mistake number 1. With today's technology, you need to pre-screen your contractor. So as soon as you get their contact info, jump online. Check them out at BBB, Angie's List, Google, and Yelp, but pay special attention how they handle and resolve any of their complaints.
Okay.
If you're not doing that today, shame on you with the technology. It's at the tip of our fingers.
Yeah, and then nowadays, if something goes wrong, everyone goes online and talk
first
about
place
it.
they go, and you don't want to be their next horror story online, so check them out ahead of time.
Okay.
Mistake number 2, you need to get everything in writing, but specifically you need an on-time finish guarantee.
Okay.
That lets you know exactly how long your product's going to take to complete before it's even started.
Okay.
We've all heard the horror stories where the contractor says, don't worry about it, kitchen will be done in 2-3 weeks, tops. You're like, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
But then 5 months later, your kitchen's still not done. You're outside washing your dishes with a garden hose.
Yeah, you have to tell them about the story about
There's
this.
an 83-year-old widow outside of Boston. This was her sink, and a hose, it was her sink, and a Coleman cooler was her refrigerator. 5 months later, the guy took her money and ran.
I know,
And
that's
speaking
terrible.
of money, that brings us to mistake number 3, getting ahead of your payment schedule. It's very important that you establish a specific payment schedule prior to starting the job, but as the homeowner, it's up to you to stick to it.
Yeah.
As soon as you get ahead on payments with your contractor, all bets are off. You've lost any control or leverage that you may have had in the process. He's not going to determine when or even if your project gets completed. You give him all the money, there's the incentive to come back.
Okay, so how long, what's the typical payment schedule that you would want to do? What would you suggest?
Here's the thing. Don't let the contractor dictate it. So if they say, hey, I need half down upon signing and 25% down when we start, 10% and 5% when I'm done. Say, I'm uncomfortable with that. Give them 5 or 10% down or no money down if you can get them on board with that. But here's the key. You need to hold back a minimum of 50% of the project cost until it is 100% completed. If you don't do that, you've got no control over how your project turns out. This is your castle. You need to protect it.
Look, you have a lot of contractors that are upset this morning because you're giving us some great tips.
Well, look at the contractors hate this book, but homeowners love it.
Okay, so where can we pick this one up?
It's a bestseller, and it's available on Amazon.com.
All right, thanks so much for joining us
Thanks
this
for having
morning.
me.
You have some great
to
tips.
Be here.